Welcome back to the Brickitect studio, where I've been busy inventorying and building vintage Lego sets from Justin Baker's Lego collection that I bought at the yard sale. If you don't remember what I'm talking about, it was the yard sale lot that the Knight's Castle came from that I built up, and a bunch of other castles as well. This got my attention initially, and I've got a whole bunch of these inventoried. I'm just waiting on a few parts in the mail to complete them, and I plan to do a showcase showing off all of the castle sets that came from this. But for today, I was hoping to get this table cleaned off, and in order to do that, I decided I would inventory and build all of the other sets that were in here that are non-castle, and I'll take a little bit of time here to show you everything that I built up and what was in here. I was shocked to find out just how many sets were in here, and mostly complete. I only had to go to my collection for a few parts, and there's only a few parts that I actually need to order. I've got my cheat sheet here, and I'll go through these all with you so you can see what we have built up. Starting with this one, this is 6373 Motorcycle Repair Shop from 1984. This set has been on my wanted list for a very long time. I know it's not much to look at these days in terms of Lego sets, but for 1984, this came out the year I was born, 40 years ago. This has been so cool to have, and I was very lucky that this is almost all complete except for two motorcycles. There's a blue and a yellow motorcycle, of which I do not have, and that'll kind of come into play in the next set too. If you want to see what a blue motorcycle looks like, there it is. But I did have all of the stickers for this. You can see the doors and the windows have the stickers. It has a sticker up here that's one of those dreaded double piece stickers that is actually ripped, but it is there. In fact, I even had a double set of these, which I'm probably going to sell on eBay. This came from another vintage Lego lot that I got at a yard sale, and I don't need those pieces anymore because we got them here. And we've got the minifigs from this. As I drop my cheat sheet, I'll spin this around so you can see it. I had to make a little space here. I'm desperate to get this space back, and I think I pulled all the sets out of here that I can. You got some helmets on sale in there. It's not much to look at on the inside again, but for 40 years ago, I think it's a pretty cool set, and I'm excited to have that in my collection. This is one that I'm absolutely going to keep. I'm like debating, like, should I sell these sets? Should I keep them? This is a keep for me for sure, and I'm very happy to have that. So there is Motorcycle Repair Shop from 1984. Next, we move on to 6677 Motocross Racing from 1986. This one is all complete with the exception of the blue motorcycle. So this is what the set's supposed to look like. The minifig I actually have in the driver's seat there. I had a whole bunch of those when I was a kid, only he has like the classic helmet on. I always had like the newer helmets. That's like the old vintage space helmet that has the bigger opening in the front of it. And there is the motorcycle. I do have the number 3s. They were on a police bike that was over here. So I have those. I just need to acquire that. And I have a couple of them coming. I didn't realize that I needed 2 blue ones. So that one might go incomplete for a while. But it's a cool little set. It has one thing that you can do with it other than driving around, and it has like a little hood that pops up there. And the trailer looks good. I think that's a nice little set for back in the day. And I feel like that set and this set go great together because you can pull up and then drive away with your motorcycle, which, I forgot to mention, this has a side cart with it. I've never seen this before. I've never done a Lego side cart, and it's got like a single wheel back there, and you can't put anyone in it or anything, but I just think that's kind of neat. And I thought, you know what, how did I have that on there like this? I thought that was a nice little bonus from that set too, and it has a lot of charm. We got the flags up there, a little bit of castle inspiration. These pieces I was lucky to have, so I don't think I had those in black. Lots of red ones. But yeah, that's that set. That's that one. And now we move on to the next one. Are we doing this all in one take? You guys still with me? This one is 6377 Delivery Center from 1985. And this one is missing a fair bit. Although, actually, I found a few of the pieces. Please hold. When I was building the motorcycle shop, I found these pieces. And believe it or not, I'll put those on later. They actually, I think they go on top here, and then that piece goes right there. You might be able to see where it's missing. Why don't I just go ahead and put those together? That way we can show this as best as we can. Man, it's hard with these old instructions to tell exactly where things go, but I think that's sort of like right there-ish. So we'll call it that. But there is the delivery center. Everything here, I believe, is complete. Oh, I'm missing, are those white? It looked like they were clear on the instructions that I was using, and I found one clear one of those in my collection. But if they're white, we're in business. Sorry about this not being fully prepared. I was planning to just do a showcase with you. Do we have another one in here? That'd be cool if we had a second one. But then I was like, oh, those pieces are there. I have plenty of these. And right here, we'll just pull a new one out. May not match the patina on the old one, but there we go. That's looking pretty good. Delivery center comes with not only these minifigs, I'm missing his hat. This is the set I'm probably missing the most from, actually. Missing his hat, and I'm missing the front of the forklift. You can see that piece there. I do have this, but I don't have the black piece that it goes to. So the forklift is missing the fork and the lift. The plane is looking good except for that front piece that I showed you there. But I knew this was in here because I saw all of these and those stickered pieces. That's again another sticker across multiple piece of fender there. But it had the wings and the engines and everything was with it. And I was like, okay, let's build this up. This opens on the side here, and then you can put cargo in there. These are supposed to be boxes, I believe. These are not hay bales, even though they kind of look like it. Those go inside there, and then you can fly them to their destination. So it's like an airport, but just for cargo. It also has a vehicle with it, which is very small and also missing a piece. And this one's unfortunate because it's that little side piece, which I have many of. It's kind of like a wall piece, I guess, but it has a sticker on it. And I looked through this lots, and unfortunately that wasn't in there. So I was kind of bummed about that. So my plane doesn't have a front. This doesn't have a side. The forklift doesn't have, well, I guess it has the fork, but no lift. And this guy doesn't have a hat. He's unfortunate. Oh, I'm missing one of these little supports that are on here as well. There's one missing from the front. Inside, kind of like the motorcycle repair shop, there's not a lot going on in here. You had to use your imagination back in the day with Lego. We now have a computer freshly installed. What year did this one come out? This is from 1985. That's a 1985 computer. We got the rotary phone back there. This does have a really cool garage door in the front of it that I can hopefully show off. But I like this too. A skylight at the top. That's neat. So this right here just kind of slides, and then you can go inside there. And I think that's a cool set. Again, I would have loved to have that as a kid too. All these sets that I missed out on, it's never too late. You can get them later in life if you find them at a yard sale. And what turned out to be just the most insane lot that I've maybe ever come across, especially when you factor in those castle sets that we don't even have built yet. The next few here were pretty much already built when I came across them. This is 6648 Mag Racer. This is from 1992, so we finally entered the 90s. That's the minifig that goes with it. This set is 100% complete with the exception of this flag, which what I understand to be a sticker. And I looked on eBay and it looks like the majority of them are also missing that. So that's a really hard one to come across. But other than that, the set's all there, and it has like my favorite suspension parts. I loved these as a kid. I had a little tow truck, which I was hoping was in here, and it wasn't. The minifig is. In fact, I have down underneath here, I've got a bunch of extra minifigs left. He's that guy right there with the truck on his shirt. And then we've got these extra parts there as well. So they're nice to have. And this set is all complete with manual. So that was a nice find. The other one that was complete, I just had to add like another stack onto this. This one is 6670 Rescue Rig, another 90s set. This one came out in 1993. I had plenty of those minifigs that's driving it there too. And this one is all there. It's a tow truck. This is a lot better than the tow truck that I was just talking to you about. But this was like just sitting in there, all complete, built up, and looking nice. So again, oh my gosh, all of these would go so well with the motorcycle shop. Like this here, and then I guess that, and I guess you could even bring over the Mag Racer or the Dune Buggy. They would all go great with that set. And then when you're drag racing outside and going crazy here, the next set would come into play. This is 6354. This is Pursuit Squad. You got the police coming in. I got all the minifigs with this. This set is 100% complete, was mostly complete when I found it, but I had to build up the truck properly. I had to build the boat. I guess it wasn't complete. The helicopter was kind of there. The boat was kind of there. I had to build the trailer that it sits on. If you want to see what that looks like, I'll take it off here. Simple trailer, kind of like that one that's over here. Lego just loves to do these car trailer combos, and I can see why. So that is all complete, and it's just a little 4-wide police truck. This is kind of cool. They have like the camera thing on the side, and it's kind of just sitting there rotating. You can actually rotate it out a little bit if you want to, like that. and helicopter. So I have lots of helicopters like this as a kid, so that kind of took me back, and I really enjoyed building that up. So that was fun. That was one of the first ones I did, and that just set me on a spree. But this one over here, this last one I have to share with you, this is actually a set that I had as a kid. So this would be a duplicate, almost like the other castle that I pulled. And this is 6594 Gas Transit from 1992. You got the Octan driver in there, Octan stickers. Got a little bit of schmutz there. I might have to clean this off a little bit. I don't know how well that shows on camera. But I ran all these through my ultrasonic cleaner, all the built stuff. And they came out pretty good. So this is the Octan. I love that it has all the stickers on it. That's another thing that a few of these are missing. Like this one, I forgot to mention, there's a sticker, number 5 there. It's missing from this side, so that's unfortunate. But what can you do? I mean, this stuff, some of this is 40 years old, like I mentioned. Some of it a little bit newer, but like the Octan truck and these ones here. But man, what a crazy find out of that lot. The Justin Baker yard sale lot, I want to say that I paid $40 for all this. And like this set right here, $250 on eBay. You can probably imagine what some of these go for. This is, oh man, this one's going to be good. The Black Falcon Fortress. This is going to be what you see in my next video where I have these all built up. Camouflage hideout, looking really nice, or will look nice hopefully once it's built up. And man, it's just crazy. But yeah, all I'm left with now are pretty much just basic parts. I think I pulled everything that I could out of this. And I just wanted to make this video to show you all of the sets that can be found in a vintage lot that was just sitting in the storage room of doom. And now I get all these sets out here. I get to enjoy building them, reliving childhood memories in some cases, and most importantly, sharing it with you and showing you what's all in here. So let me know which is your favorite set. I think for me, oh my gosh, I think it might be the Motorcycle Repair Shop. Even though this one, though, I don't have any nostalgia for, so it might be the Octan truck, because I literally had that as a kid. So like that gets bonus points. But man, like I mentioned, if you start combining these sets together, you end up with like a pretty neat little Lego city, like a vintage Lego city. And I had some people giving me ideas that I should turn this disaster into that, and I'm definitely open to that idea because it would also free up some table space. Because as you can see here, I even have like, this is the $200 vintage lot I got over the summer. I'm just going crazy on vintage. And we got boats and ships. We got the island. I'm about to build this set right here. This is also what I'm waiting on parts for. This should be here tomorrow, hopefully, from my buddy Platty, and some other parts for those vintage sets. So yeah, we need a place to put all these things and celebrate them and enjoy them. We'll get that all figured out in due time. I do have a little bonus thing that I want to share with you. I thought maybe this set was in here. It's a little, I guess, a backhoe with a loader on the front. And I built this all up. I had to pull a bunch of pieces from my collection, which should have been an indicator that it's not that. And when I was done, I looked at the front of this, and that's not the loader for this set. But I still built this up. I didn't share this because, you know, it's not like proper, but I still think that's cool. I do have my motorcycles here. If you were seeing those in the background, you're like, "Great, they're right there." These are both broken, unfortunately. So yeah, the only one that I had that was good was a white one, and that one is sitting right here. And I pulled the red one from here out of my collection. So motorcycles are definitely needed in this lot, but I'm just thankful for all of this. And I'm thankful that you watched this video. Hopefully I did these sets justice. I know I'm not good at doing Lego reviews whatsoever, but this is more just like a showcase of everything that came out of this. And you get a gist of what it is. There's not much to review, to be honest. Like it's a building with a computer inside, but so much more than that too. It's like a childhood Lego. Like it's, oh my gosh, it takes me back, and I just love this kind of stuff. I'm down this vintage rabbit hole, and I'm excited to have all these, and I'm excited to finally have these all inventoried, because now I can put these safely somewhere else, clean off this table, and have 6 feet of workspace that I can build up Lego castle sets. And that is where you'll end up seeing me next. I'm going to do one video showcasing all of these as opposed to doing separate videos on each one, just because, you know, why not just throw it all together? And we'll have like a pretty cool castle layout here in my next video. I just got to get the parts and start building. I've got 3 sets to build. Clarkman built the siege tower. I built that catapult. This one's already done. So it's just these 3, and then I'll show them all off to you. You already saw this one. I already have a video there, but we'll do a video showing it all, and then we can fully reflect on all the great sets that Justin Baker got to enjoy as a kid of the, I guess, the late 80s and early 90s. Hope you enjoyed coming along with me on this journey in vintage yard sale Lego. I was so lucky to find this, and I've been having so much fun with it. This has been like everything I've been doing here in the studio has just been this. And I wouldn't have it any other way. So thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you have a glorious rest of your day, and I'll see you in our next Lego Castle video.